Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can't Fly. Woo, getting closer to Pittsburgh, baby. Come on.
Perfect.
All right, back in Little Sammy, getting ready to make it happen. So I filed my VFR flight plan again. Going to activate it once I get down to the airport. I mean, the end of the runway. So I'm just gonna, kick her on up and make it happen. So great flight. Time to go home. But man, this is an awesome flight. All right, let's do this. All right, so did a pre-flight inspection, pre-passenger briefing. I don't have one. Seat belts. What is it with my seat belt? I think I can just roll out. No seat belt. It's like, put your seat belt on, dummy. Oops. It's like that is a very important piece of safety equipment and required. All right, seatbelt is on. Get my shoulder harness. All right, brakes hold and set. The mixture is going to go full rich. Carburetor heat is cold. Turn the beacon and the navs on because that's my ADS-B. Master switch is on. Let's do a couple little primers. All right, so I got everything started, getting ready to taxi out. The wind is variable, so trying to think of which way to go here. And let's listen again.
Port. Automated weather observation 1700 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
All right, let's go up. Let's check our brakes. So just kind of creep up a little bit. Then you bring the power back. Toes at the top. Brakes are good. All right. So I'm gonna actually taxi up this way because I thought I saw the windsock kind of going the other way down there. Came in on 2-1, but it's variable. And I see it kind of, sock is kind of limp, but it's kind of pointed this way. So, yeah, I feel better coming up this way. All right, so I'm going to taxi up here and do my run up. And, wow, just a incredible flight. So is this Alpha or this Bravo? I'm going all the way to the end. Oh, this is Bravo 1. Let's take it all the way to the end. I don't care. Little Sammy doesn't need that much space, but I want it all. I don't care. Give me all the runway. I ain't trying to mess around like that. All right, so if you look down here, I'm going to activate my flight plan, but I'm going to do my run-up first, and then we'll get on out of here. I don't hear anybody, so. And all my exterior lights are on. Throttle friction feels good. And we are ready to go. Activate our flight plan. Flight plan is now activated. And I can now plug in. Trim is set for takes off. Flaps are up. Mixture's full. Rich carb heat is cold. Fuel tank is on. Good. I got look for my air ink pen. That's good. Primer is in and locked. Everything is good. I don't see anybody coming or hear anybody on final, and the field is clear. Altoona traffic, Cessna 904006, departing runway 3 out to the east, Altoona. All right, 5,400 feet of runway. I think I should have plenty of time. What do you think? And I will, well, I'll talk about this once I turn off, so let me focus on, because I see my balls opposite, heading indicators moving freely, and so is the compass. And let me see, what do I see? I see 3, 3, and 3. Heels to the floor, full power. All right, engine instruments are in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure, suction, all look good. Airspeed is alive. I like where the tack is, and we should be ready to fly pretty soon. And we're ready to fly. We're going to fly runway heading. Then we will make a right crosswind turn out to the east. And so I want to fly straight ahead, because you can see I don't want to turn yet because there's mountains all over there, so Gotta get myself situated first. And then once I get up over, because I want to fly in this little gap here. All right, so we're climbing out, 500 feet a minute, watching my airspeed. I'm climbing a little more aggressively than I normally would, because I want to make sure I get some height. And Altoona traffic, Cessna 904-006, right crosswind turn out to the east, last call, Altoona. And so there's going to be another first, but I'll tell you about it. But you'll hear it when I ask for flight following. So I'm going to switch the Johnstown approach. And Johnstown approach, Cessna 904-006.
Cessna 904-006, Johnstown approach. Stay type Cessna and your intentions.
Cessna 904-006, Cessna 152. I'm at 4,300, climbing to 7,500. Want VFR flight following to Doylestown Airport, Delta Yankee Lima.
Cessna 94006, ident.
Ident for 006.
Cessna 006, ident not observed, reset transponder squawk 5760.
5760 for 006.
Cessna 076, reset your transponders, code is 5760. 5760.
5760 for 006.
See, I'm having a real hard time here. I hit the ident button, that's not working. I think I transcribed the code wrong. Yeah, I wish I was perfect, but nope.
Cessna 94006 is radar contact 8 miles to the east of Altoona Airport, leaving 5,800. Maintain VFR.
Okay, altitude checks, and so does the location. Maintain VFR for 006. Alright, so mistake I made is I got a little flustered by some of the other traffic, and I didn't write down that transponder code, so I should have done that right at the beginning. And one of the things that is flustering me a little bit is I'm going the highest I've ever gone. So going back east, I'm going to go 7,500. There's a nice tailwind up there, and so I thought I would take advantage of it by going on up to 7,500. And of course, the other thing that I'm absolutely mesmerized by is just the sheer beauty of what I'm seeing down here. It's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so I'm going up to 7,500 feet, and I got flight following, although that was real tedious and rusty and weird. But I'm on flight following, and I have a flight plan. So my flight plan is activated and open, and I am good. So climb checklist, because I got out of sync for that. So mixture's full rich. I'm gonna go full power, still climbing, and my taxi landing light is coming off. And so still climbing out, and it'll probably take me a little bit of time to get up to 7,500, but we'll get there. Whew. So I am currently at 7,000 feet, headed up to 7,500, and I gotta tell you folks, all these firsts, man. And even though there won't be as many firsts as I go through different flight scenarios or whatever, this will never get old. Like, if this gets old for people, that's a real shame, because this is just incredible. Alright, so I gotta be on my P's and Q's.
Cessna 94006, contact Harrisburg approach on 124.1. 24.1. Good day.
24.1, thank you for your help and your patience for 006.
And I definitely want to send out a special shout out to Johnstown Approach. That gentleman was extremely patient with me. I was making a lot of rookie mistakes. So shout out to you, sir, and thank you for your patience.
Harrisburg approach, Cessna 94006, 7,500.
Cessna 94006, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 3012.
3012, 006. Alright, so making my way back to Doylestown, and I am at 7,500, and it is nice and cool up here. So when you look out there, what you're looking at is an airplane at 7,500 feet in the air, as indicated by my altimeter. And this is the highest I've ever been. I remember when I flew to Altoona for the first time, I was going up to 6,500 feet for the first time. And for some reason, it like really kind of freaked me out. Ground speed is right at 97 knots. I am currently 122 nautical miles away from Doylestown. Estimated time of arrival, 2:45. It was a good thing I extended my original scheduled time. I think I only had the airplane until 12:30. So yeah, I'm just experimenting. I was trying to see if I couldn't do something with this in the navigation, but when I look at the approach plate, and I was on it for a while, and I got, not gonna lie, I got a little nervous. So let's see if we did RNAV GPS. So my question is, what would go in here? Because I see the ASOS, I wouldn't put that in there. I see Philadelphia approach, of course I wouldn't put that in because that's just to talk to them. And then I see, there's a CLNC Delaware, I don't know what that means. So again, I'm just trying to give myself these different tasks, just trying to see what's going on, but you know, this, I don't think this does anything, and that's the only thing that's here. I don't know, but you know, nothing beats a try. And so I'm going to keep doing stuff like that, like looking at these different things, trying to find out how these things work and how these pieces all fit together. And that's the thing that I like, that I'm not in a hurry to get my instrument, because I get to experiment and play and just figure things out over time. I don't have to be in a rush, feel hurried, any of that kind of stuff. So that's the beauty of it all. So this has been such a great flight. I just don't know what else to say. I'm actually, it is going to be surprising to hear me say is, I'm actually at a loss for words. Just because it's just, I really am just so thankful that I get to do this. And so, you know, I am really just thankful. I am just really thankful that I get to do this. And I will never take this for granted. Nor will I take life for granted. I'll say this, if the pandemic hasn't taught us anything, it's that anything can happen at any time. Who would ever thought we'd have a pandemic? I mean, seriously, right? And you know, you hear the folks say, you know, tomorrow's not promised. It really is true. And so I'm thankful for each day, whether I'm flying or not. I'm thankful for flying, of course. I'm just thankful. Here's the thing that I'm really excited about. So when I land in Doylestown, I will drive. Got to get little Oreo some food. You've seen little Oreo in tons of videos. He was featured pretty prominently every time I was in the backyard. And I need to get him some food. So when I land, it's mundane things, but I'm going to do this really, really great thing. Flying is great, but I get to do this really great thing after I land and get Oreo some food. I got date night with my wife. The thing that I get to do that I'm excited about, and I'm really excited about it, is I'm going to have a spectacular date night with my wife. And she actually said, hey, our baby girl is doing her thing, and so we're going to have an opportunity to spend some time with each other. And I really get excited about that. I really love spending time with my wife. I really do. Sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but that's marriage. But I can't think of anybody else I like spending time with. There was a time where cockpit confessions here. What's said in the cockpit stays in the cockpit. Yeah, right. But, there was times where, during the course of our marriage, I would get in the airplane, I would fly until the gas ran out, and that would be far enough. But you get to these places where you really get a chance to understand and see the beauty and the power of having somebody go through a life journey with you. Somebody who really knows you. Somebody who really, really cares about you. They want stuff from you, but it's normally stuff that you benefit from, like, she wants me to take out the trash. Well, that benefits me as well, because if I don't take out the trash, the house will be filthy and stink and will be trifling. She wants me to mow the lawn. Well, if I don't mow the lawn, we'll look like the property is unkept, and that's not a good thing. Everything, it's a win-win. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me some time to really understand and appreciate marriage and being married and having a wife and what it really means to be a husband and a dad. And I think the one thing I will say is that I am so glad that the good Lord saw fit to allow me to be a dad and to be a dad of a daughter, because that really crystallized some things for me in terms of manhood and being a man. I've got to teach her some things. She's going to be depending upon me to understand as a woman how to navigate the world of men. Things to look for, warning signs. Things that she shouldn't be worried about right now. One of them is men. If she chooses to, that's fine. But where she is now in life, focus on what you're doing, baby girl. Live your life. Explore, learn. Take calculated risks. And don't let anybody make you feel that you're less than because of your culture, your skin tone, or your gender. As the brothers used to say, dead that. But having her really crystallize some things for me. But now we've done that. We were very distracted from one another. But yeah, it was all about raising our daughter. And now we get time for ourselves. And so reestablishing that connection from when we were dating, when it was just us, to her, and now it's back to just us. It's actually pretty fun. And again, we still get on each other's nerves. Trust me. There are days. There are days. But that's my homie. Took me a while to figure that out. A lot of distractions out here. But that's all they are. They're just distractions. Nothing beats the good thing of having my wife in my life. So anyway, I don't know what made me think about that. That's the beauty. It's like the things you get to think about and appreciate, all that good stuff. So if you look out here, Susquehanna River, you can see out there to the right, that's downtown Harrisburg again. And if you can see really to the right, like near the river, you'll see like a big brown, like blank spot. That's Harrisburg International Airport. I landed there one time. But this is all the stuff that I'm trying to anticipate as I fly to Pittsburgh. So I got a chance to talk to my mom. I told her I was in Altoona. She was like, oh, you get closer. Yep, getting there, mama, getting there. I want to get to the point where it's like I wake up, get to the airplane, take off 8:30, go out, land, get in the rental, drive to my mom's crib, have lunch with her, see how she's doing, say what's up, kick it for an hour or two, drive back to the airport, fly back home. That's my first goal. So that's my first, to-do thing to fly. The next after that I'd like to do is to try the New York Hudson Bay corridor. Get back on course here, dude. That's going to be a challenge. And then the flight that I would really love to take my wife on is flying into Martha's Vineyard.
Tower 94006, contact approach 126.45. Good day.
2645 for 006. Thank you for your help. Good day. All right, luckily I had that in already. Approach Cessna 94006, 7,500.
I'm sorry, calling Harrisburg approach and checking on. Say again, please.
Yes, approach. This is Cessna 94006 at 7,500.
94006, Harrisburg approach. Thank you. Harrisburg altimeter 3011.
3011 for 006. All right. So one of the things that didn't happen on this flight, everything else that I wanted to have happen has happened. Flight following. Highest flight, 7,500. Activated a VFR flight plan, both going to Altoona and coming back from Altoona to Doylestown. Now, what was really interesting is that I did a flight calculations in terms of my fuel, and I really leaned it back. I'm used to flying like with a little bit more power in Little Sammy, but I like really leaned it back for 75% power. Really pulled the power back. That's why you're seeing these ground speeds of like 85 knots, whatever. So because I had it leaned, even though I always overestimate because I always want to be aggressive and make sure I have my VFR minimum fuel at landing. I didn't need fuel. Now, I'm not unhappy about that because fuel at Altoona was $7.80 because their self-serve is broken. Yeah, so fuel. So I didn't need fuel. I was able to do this trip, and I will have more than, I'll actually be landing with an IFR minimum fuel. I'll be landing with about, 45, almost an hour of fuel, which is pretty good. So, Little Sammy, just sipped. I had our flight out to Altoona burning about 11 to 12. That was, somewhere around 9. And then this is less than that. Let's just put it that way because I have a tailwind. Because even flying out to Altoona, I had a headwind. So, all right, 55 nautical miles. It is now 213. ETA 259. And so we are getting there. All right, yeah, so, this has been brilliant. And this is going to sound strange, but it's actually beginning to feel normal doing this. Like, I will say there's been times where, I would get up here and I would just be like, what the heck am I doing? And there'd be some flights where that feeling would be even stronger. But, this actually, it feels normal for me to be flying a plane. I am not getting, how would I put this? Too comfortable, like where it's like, oh, I got this, no big deal. Start getting cavalier about it. Never going to do that because that's when you're dangerous, I think. You always got to have this, you got to always have like a little bit of an edge. I think it just keeps you sharper, all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, if you look out right out front there, just to change the subject real quick, see all of that? That is Reading. And off to the left there slightly is Reading Airport. I think this is the first time I've ever flown right over Reading. So yeah, that's Reading, PA. And then see kind of like off. Ooh. Little smack in the keister. Woo. Okay.
94006, contact Philadelphia approach on 128.4.
All right, 28.4 for 006. Thank you for your help. And Philly approach, Cessna 94006, 7,500.
Cessna 94006, Philadelphia approach.
Yep, Cessna 006 is flight following, squawking 5706 for Doylestown.
Okay, 94006, I don't see you. Where are you at right now?
So I am currently, I would say about 2.5 miles west of Reading Airport, and at 7,500.
Okay, 94006, I see you there. Philadelphia altimeter 3008, and just let me know prior when you want to slow it down for Doylestown.
3008, and will do. Alright, that was different. Yeah, so it was weird. He he doesn't see me. So, it's like, where are you? So luckily I was right near Reading Airport, so that helped. And so I just learned something. You guys are gonna like laugh at me. But I was looking at my floor flight here. It's amazing all the stuff you can learn. Every flight, even within a flight. So I saw this descent to destination, then I would see this number, like now it's risen from 260 to 270 FPM, 270 feet per minute. So I just realized this is telling me that if I want to start my descent now, and I set if I'm going to start descending, it's now going up to 290. So that's the descent rate on my vertical speed I would need to see. That's dope. I never noticed that before. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't understand what it was that I was looking at. Descent to destination, 450. So I'm going to experiment. I'm going to see. I'm going to, like, when it hits 5, I'm going to do 5. And Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006, about 10 miles west of the field, inbound from runway 5, Doylestown. All right, so let me prepare for landing. So do my pedals. Carb heat. Mixture's full rich.
Yes, I'm gonna go finally though.
Taxi landing light. And Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006, about 5 west of the field, going to enter a 45 for left downwind for runway 5, Doylestown. Alright, so I see that traffic. And Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006, turning left downwind for runway 5, Doylestown. Alright, on the downwind, see that plane land, has some power, watch for the push, and don't get slow. And Doylestown traffic, Cessna 94006, turning left base for runway 5, Doylestown. Don't get slow.
Traffic, Doylestown, Tecnam has you in sight. You mind if I go ahead and take off? I can hold for you if you wish.
No, go ahead and go.
Thank you, base traffic. Tecnam 9, Alpha Sierra, rolling 05, Doylestown.
And Cessna 94006 got the departing traffic in sight, turning final for runway 5, Doylestown.
So I got the traffic in sight, and I'm on final, so let's bring her on in.
Or not too
Let's
don't
make
get slow.
it happen.
Get slow, don't get slow, don't get slow. Kind of kicked me a little bit there. Whew. Lord have mercy. Yeah, it got a little raggedy, man. The wind was kind of crazy. But that's all good. All right, flaps up, landing light off, closing flight plan. Your flight plan is closed. All right, so that's it, y'all. I mean, great flight, amazing stuff, so many firsts and new things. Oh my gosh, what a great flight. So anyway, thank you for taking this flight with me. I'm actually a little tired, but now it's time to do my little chore to get little Oreo his food. And then date night, baby.
Traffic cap 3730 is Skyhawk turn.
So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for all the prayers. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. Russ Kid, Russ can fly. I'm out. Peace.